Welcome to Mint. In this episode of From the Newsroom, we have with us our staff writer Elizabeth Roche, who will talk to us about India-Pakistan relation. Tomorrow, the foreign secretaries of the two countries are meeting in New Delhi. We are also joined on the line by former Foreign Secretary Mr. LalitMansingh, who will give us more insight on the issue. Welcome to the show, Mr. Mansingh.
Thank you.
Elizabeth, welcome to the show. Why is it important to mend ties with Pakistan?
I know it's going to sound illogical to a lot of people, but Pakistan is a problem that India has to fix, simply because it's a neighbor. There's just no wishing away Pakistan. There's just no way we can have an insecure Pakistan on our borders and hope to grow at 8% or 10% as our prime ministers have been targeting. Pakistan is a problem we have to fix, and one of the ways of fixing, or the way of fixing rather, I would put it, is talks and continually engaging Pakistan.
Picking up from there, Mr. Mansingh, the Pakistani Foreign Secretary has met Hurriyat leaders today. Should India take note of this?
Well, India has accepted the fact that when Pakistani leaders come or Pakistani senior officials come here, they are free to meet any Indian national here, and that includes the Hurriyat leadership. We don't take exception to that.
Elizabeth, what are your views on it?
I agree with Mr. Mansingh here. There is no reason why we should make a fuss about Pakistani Foreign Secretary Jalil Abbas Jilani meeting Hurriyat leaders. As far as I'm concerned, my view is basically this, that Kashmir in that sense is off the international radar. If he does meet with the Kashmiri separatist leaders, it's fine, because he is playing, Mr. Jilani that is playing to a domestic audience here. He has to meet Kashmiri separatist leaders when he visits. Otherwise, he will have a lot of people to answer to, especially the Pakistani army.
Mr. Mansingh, I take it up from there. On this note from here, how does India take this relationship with Pakistan forward?
Well, first of all, we have to get over several very fundamental issues. And the biggest issue right now is the issue of terrorism. This is a fundamental issue because when our citizens are killed by people trained and protected from the other side of the border, there is no question of having goodwill missions or trying to improve relations. So this is a basic issue that we have to sort out with Pakistan. And I think on the agenda of the Foreign Secretary from Pakistan, number one would be the revelations made by Abu Jundal, who is now in Indian custody. And the whole issue of how much official involvement is there in terrorist attacks in India, and how much are the Pakistani authorities doing to help us the investigations into the Mumbai terrorist attack.
Elizabeth, what do you think about how do we take this forward from here?
Well, India has to keep talking to Pakistan. There's just no other alternative. Trade is one area that we have made progress in the past, a year or so. I think India and Pakistan should concentrate on that. I think a lot of people have, suggested that India and Pakistan look at the Chinese model that we have for talks, which is take the difficult issues, keep them aside, proceed in areas where we have agreement. Now, trade is one place or one issue where I think India and Pakistan can move forward. There will be difficulties. There are domestic, quarters in both countries which might try and will try, I suspect, to create problems. But this is an area where both Pakistan and India, business leaders of both countries, agree that they can try and help the relationship forward.
So like Elizabeth put it correctly, talks are the only way forward. Thank you, Mr. Mansingh, for joining us, and also Elizabeth. On that note, we end today's episode of From the Newsroom. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.